Hi there, this is Margaret Floyd, and I'm the founder of Eat Naked. My job here is to help you feel better in your body than you even knew possible. So today I want to talk about what to do when you or if you receive the diagnosis of an autoimmune disease. And I know that this can feel like a really big deal, and it is. I don't want to diminish that. But I want you to know that this doesn't mean that it's a life sentence, okay? There are so many examples, particularly in the functional health world, of being able to bring people into full remission and really reverse this disease process. So I really want to give you that to start off with so that you feel hope and encouragement, and not that this is really going to mean some kind of life sentence for you for the rest of your life. Now, I know that if you found your way here, it's likely that you are looking to things outside of just what the medical world has to offer, and you're looking for things that are a bit more natural and holistic. And there are a lot of practitioners out there who do great work in this area, and I encourage you to find one to work with. And I've done a lot of work in this area, and there's certain key themes that I've seen amongst all of my clients who are struggling with any kind of autoimmune condition that are really important first steps that you can take regardless of whether you're actively working with someone or not. Now, these things that I'm going to give you today, they're definitely first steps. Are they alone going to be the things that completely reverse that disease process and bring you into full remission? Maybe, but honestly, probably not. But they're things that you need to do as starting points either way. And likely what's going to happen is you need to work with someone one-on-one to really figure out what's underlying that autoimmune situation, get to the root of that issue, and kind of weed out those issues. That's the kind of work you're going to need to do one-on-one. But what I'm going to share with you here today are 4 things that you can start doing regardless, and that I'd strongly encourage you to start doing, because then by the time you get to work with that functional practitioner, you'll have already done these first steps, and you guys can dive right into the deeper level. So first and foremost, the number one thing you need to do is to say goodbye to gluten. I'm super sorry if you are someone who's still eating gluten and you love it. The good news is that there has never been an easier time to eliminate gluten than now, and it literally gets easier every day. If we were having this conversation 10 years ago, it would be a totally different situation. But gluten is so irritating to the digestive tract, regardless of whether you have celiac or not. Now, if you have celiac, obviously gluten is something that you will absolutely say goodbye to forever. But even other autoimmune conditions, gluten is just so irritating and your digestive health is so intimately related to your immune system health. 70 to 80% of your immune system, depending on who you're talking to, lives in your gut. So anything that impacts your digestive health is necessarily going to impact your immune system. So we want, first and foremost, to eliminate gluten. Now, bonus points if you can take it all the way to eliminating grains, and that is often what's needed. But as a starting point, at least eliminate gluten. Now, next thing closely related to this is to eliminate sugar and processed foods. And really, sugar and processed foods are really doing nothing helpful in the body anyways. They might taste good in the moment, but from a health perspective, there's so many negative impacts, and they're definitely exhausting the immune system. They're highly inflammatory. They wreak havoc on your digestive processes. They cause headaches, sleep issues. There's just so many reasons why you want to pull these out. So definitely pulling out sugar and processed foods is the next really important step. The next thing is to eliminate dairy. Kind of like gluten, I'd put this probably second to gluten in terms of the most common autoimmune triggers, but for many people, dairy is a really potent autoimmune trigger. So I would say pull that out for right now. And then the last thing I want to talk about is something that you're going to up, which is your veggie intake. So your goal with your veggie intake is to be eating 2 to 3 cups of veggies per meal. And with that, I mean breakfast. Yes, even breakfast. And these veggies are going to give you all sorts of really important micronutrients that are going to help build your body's reserves and build your body's resiliency. They're very cleansing, so they're going to naturally help your body support sort of natural and gentle detoxification. Okay, so let's quickly review the 4 things. We're going to eliminate gluten. Bonus points for eliminating grains as well. We're going to pull out sugar and processed foods. We're going to pull out dairy, and we're going to increase the veggie intake to 2 to 3 cups per meal. Now, while these 4 steps may not get you the whole distance to full healing, they're critically important pieces of that healing journey. And regardless of who you work with, they're going to be things you need to do. So to that end, I strongly encourage you, if you haven't done so already, to find yourself a really good functional practitioner, whether it's myself or someone else that you know of, someone who can help you get to the root of what's going on with that autoimmune condition. Now, I think it's helpful to understand what autoimmunity is. And basically it's, I like to use the analogy of, if, with any of us, if we're really tired, overworked, we're never taking a break, we're going on and on and on, we are going to start making bad decisions, right? It's the same thing with our immune system. So our immune system's job is to protect us from foreign invaders, essentially. And a key aspect of that immune system is to be able to identify and distinguish between what's a foreign invader and what is self. What is it that I'm protecting? And with autoimmunity, what happens is that decision making, that distinction between what's a foreign invader and what's me goes awry. And the immune system starts attacking self. And so regardless of which autoimmune situation you're dealing with, and the type of autoimmunity is defined pretty much based on what tissue your immune system is attacking, regardless of what tissue it's attacking, the key issue is, why is that immune system making bad decisions? Right? And that's what working with a functional practitioner is going to help you figure out. Why is it making those bad decisions? Why is it so tired? What's exhausting it? What is engaging that immune system in an ongoing way that it's making these bad decisions? So I really encourage you to find somebody to help you through this journey. I want you to know that there's many success stories. I've seen countless success stories in my own practice, and I know of many other practitioners who are getting great results. So find somebody who can help you. You're not alone. You've got this. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much.